Democracy, as we know today, was first introduced in the city-state of Athens by Cleisthenes. Socrates, born about a century later, did not have a very high view of democracy and pointed out various shortcomings in it. He argued that voting is a skill and it needs to be taught. That is, only those people who are educated in thinking deeply should have the power to elect a ruler. But Socrates did not mean that only a few elite people in the society be the ones to vote. He proposed that those people should vote who think rationally and are not after easy solutions to problems nor are persuaded by flowery speech. Socrates argued that power to elect a ruler in the hands of fools could prove to be disastrous. Because if they vote for a candidate who is persuasive in speech but not a competent ruler, it could lead to demagoguery and disaster for the state. Plato, in his work The Republic, records a dialogue between his mentor Socrates and Adeimantus. Socrates asks Adeimantus, if people were to elect a captain for their ship, who should they choose, a skilled sailor or just someone with persuasive speech? Adeimantus answers, of course, a skilled sailor. This is where Socrates points out the problem that if people are not aware about what an able sailor is, then how will they be able to choose wisely? Further, if the captain of the ship is short-sighted and incompetent and tries to please the crew of the ship so that they keep him in charge, sooner or later the ship will meet its end. What Socrates is saying is that people must be skilled in the art of electing their rulers. They should not vote on the basis of persuasive speeches, but on the grounds of his competency to rule. The rulers also must not be easily driven by people's wishes trying to please them, but steer the ship of the state towards what is virtuous. This is the reason Socrates emphasizes the role of philosophers, who should be taken seriously by both people and their rulers. Socrates had a first-hand experience of the scales tipping towards injustice due to the foolishness of voters. In 399 BC, Socrates was accused of corrupting the youth of Athens, denying the national gods, and preaching the existence of one supreme god. A jury of 501 Athenians was called to decide upon his case. 48% of them voted in favor of Socrates, and 52% voted against him. That is, only 4% of the voters who tipped the scales towards majority decided his fate, and he was sentenced to death by the method of drinking a cup of poison. Socrates had a good point. There have been examples of people voting the wrong man into power, ensuing total chaos. This is the reason Socrates did not favor democracy, because a simple majority vote gets to decide what happens, even if the majority is wrong.